Hello GolfPass, Martin Hall coming to you from Lake Nona Golf and Country Club in Orlando, Florida. Now people talk about having a go-to shot. I'm going to talk about having a go-to drill. This is a practice ground drill, but it's a really good one. Inspired by Mac O'Grady, one of the great technicians of golf instruction. And the go-to drill that I learned from Mac, well, it was a long time ago, was getting yourself in the perfect spot. I hesitate to say position, but the perfect spot right here. How do you know where the perfect spot is? And if you do know where that perfect spot is, do we have a good drill to do it? Yes, we do. And if you know where that spot is, you can sort of swing not to the ball, but through the ball, and this can become your go-to spot. It's when the ball is your go-to spot that all this turns to tapioca on the way through. There is no doubt in my mind what comes after impact very positively affects what happens at impact. I found that to be so true in teaching. So here's the drill. It's got three pieces to it. Number one, you're going to, well, number one has got like 1A. You're going to get your upper arms just slightly on top of your pec muscles. And then from there, I'm going to stand up, and because I lift my chest, I'm going to lift my arms. Now make sure when you're doing this, I am not lifting my arms off the chest. That's not what I'm asking you to do. That's not what I want you to do. The pecs are sort of on top of your, the arms are on top of your pecs there, and you're going to lift the club up. That's number one. Number two is you're going to slide your hips and lower your trail shoulder and lower your trail elbow. That's called side bend actually. So I've put extension of the body in. I've put side bend in, a lot of side bend, as much as I can actually. And now I'm just going to rotate. And as I rotate, there it is. That's our go-to spot. Now I definitely feel things in my hips, in my back. When I do that, I feel sort of width with my arms. It's such a great place to know that you've got to pass through that spot. So here we are. This is what I would do on the range. I recommend you do it. Most players need this, by the way. Upper arms on top of the pectoral muscles. Lift the arms because the body lifts. That's the extension of the spine. Side bend, which is pushing the hips forwards, lowering the trail shoulder, lowering the trade elbow. And then turning. That's your go-to spot. Now you might want to get there, hold that for about 5 seconds, maybe even close your eyes, hold it. Yep, that's my spot. Then I'm going to put the club behind the ball, and I'm going to try, I'm forgetting about the ball in many ways, I'm just going to try and get through that spot that I've just isolated. And I felt I went through that slot, and that was a pretty decent shot actually. So when you know where you're supposed to go through here, it really improves and cleans up a lot of things in the contact area. So Mac O'Grady, thank you for that one. It's a lift, it's a side bend, it's a turn. It gives you a go-to drill, not just a go-to shot. If you've got any comments or questions, leave them down below, and I'll get back to as many as I possibly can.